was Giles? That's what I want to know. Where was Giles? He's never around here, isn't he? Where were you?
Down at the bottom, platforms 1, 2, 3, helping passengers.
That's no good. We had problems in here, and where were you? You
Passengers have problems down there.
I don't care.
I'm surrounded.
You should have been in here.
But what about those 4 passengers down there? There's just not enough of us, are there?
No, well,
that's the truth.
You should be in here.
Should I?
Yes.
Right, well, I'm here now.
Right, well, it's too late now. They've gone. We sorted it.
Can you see what we go through now?
I certainly can. There's no doubt about it.
When it's easy,
I've gone through it.
When it's easy, we're not sitting down doing nothing.
No, you're not.
We're doing little things, but when it goes like this...
You've got to be there for that moment, and there's no time to plan it.
Yeah.
The trouble is we get it in the net because they say to us, well, you've cancelled the train, so you should be doing something about it. We haven't cancelled the train at all. You know, we're just here and we just take the brunt of it.
Sorting out that Stansted train, the Liverpool's train, a few minutes ago, just amazed just how many people immediately want information, expect you to know it, surround you with it.
Yeah.
And don't take, I'll tell you in 5 minutes as an answer.
But the information Fernley has been giving passengers is incorrect.
Another communication breakdown. The signal box have put in a train. They've just run that into platform number 4 without advising us. So...
They've run it to platform 1.
In platform number 1.
Whereas I've just spent 10 minutes sending everyone from 1 to 4.
Number 4. We've had no phone calls.
So they're now all going back from 4 to 1.
So now we've got to go out there and sort it.
Right, explain this to them. It's quite a long walk from 1 to 4 and 4 to 1.
Yes.
To Liverpool, platform 1. Going right back down there, but the least is going. Platform 1 for Peterborough and Liverpool. That's the one, you've been down there before, it's back down there.
You've seen what we go through this evening. Would you do that for 10 grand a year? Bearing in mind, bank holidays, part of a working week, Sunday, part of a working week, not being paid for any overtime. I mean, would you do that for that sort of money?
Every sympathy with what you're saying.
But you haven't said whether you would do it.
Would you do that for that sort of money?
Would you do that? Would you do that, though? Come on, Giles, don't be shy.
I better be honest, no, I wouldn't.
No, there you are, you see. No. But you expect us to do it, don't you?
I've come across a whole range of issues this week, some big, some small. We know we have quite tremendous queues at Cambridge at times, and I experienced people's wrath on many occasions, standing at the back of the queue and saw people miss their trains or whatever. I suppose all that's leading me to say, so one of the themes of the week, are we actually doing enough to help at that sharp end? And my conclusion is that we're doing a lot, but actually we could do more. It was a very worthwhile experience being there on Friday. Loads of things going wrong, and we really saw how passionate customers become. Very often they talk down to you, sometimes they're downright rude and abusive, yet you must always be calm, quite rightly, public service, respond positively, try and help them with that situation, and always be ready for the next, never knowing what's coming next.
How can we actually help them to feel more comfortable at the front line?
You know, I often was wandering around the last few days mulling over, well, you know, these people out there are the lifeblood of the business. They're the ones who deal with the passengers, sort them out for us. We don't. We wouldn't be here without them. I think it all goes back to the value. If they felt more valued behind the scenes, then they would feel they're getting all the support that they could have to do that job. Moving on, probably the biggest business one that I think must be under our control is sorting out this coupling splitting. We allow only 2 or 3 minutes for that, whereas it certainly never takes less than 4. However good the coupling splitting works mechanically and however good our staff are with the passengers, it cannot be done in less.
When it was originally timed at 3 minutes, it was timed doing it a different way than they do at the moment.
Yes.
So we've got to get them all together and say, this is the way it's done, this is the standard time.
In my mind, we have a double hit situation here. Not only do the passengers every day see that we cannot run to time, and they must wonder, you know, what we're doing running railway when we can't run to our timetable. And some of them have told me that. But secondly, under the performance regimes that we operate, then delays cost us money. I've seen complete confusion.
It's particularly so for Cambridge because there's so many visitors, particularly foreign visitors, who may only come to Cambridge once in their life and not actually understand the distinction between Lynn and Cross when the rest of the word is Kings.
Yes. You know, what the last week's shown me is, or given me absolute admiration for those people out on the front line. If anything comes from this week, let it be that. And there's one thing for sure, I'm not handing him the uniform back. You know, it is a very, very worthwhile exercise. It really is. And I think it is only actually putting the uniform on and being equal and level that you get the best out of it.
From next summer, 4 minutes will be allowed for trains to couple or split at Cambridge. 2 brand new ticket machines are on their way, and there are plans for a total redevelopment of the ticket hall. Fernley has also ordered a major review of the pay and conditions of all his staff.